How's it going, everyone? It's Abdallah here with another exciting episode of Yo-Kai Watch trading card game unboxings. We're going through and opening up all three of these guys just for you. Yes, it's awesome. Now, we're understanding of how the game plays, and we have a more appreciation for every single card that comes out here. So, during this unboxing, we'll talk about some of the strategies involved with some of the uncommon cards, and we'll show off whatever we get. So, if you guys are excited for it, definitely smash that like button. Let's go. So here we go. Yo-Kai Watch trading cards are fun. I've just recently realized that each card actually has a number on it. And I'm thinking that each of the numbers on it in the very, very small right corner is the certain number of card it is in said series. So that's very interesting to me. So since I'm a collector of the cards, I can easily go through and put them in number order within my binders. So that is going to be really fun to do a little bit off screen. Of course, I'm trying to grab this guy like a bag of chips. There we go. Bag of chip rather than scissors. Okay. So let's get on into it. Okay, so Cough Cough, as you guys can see, our very first Yokai on screen, looking pretty good. Not bad. Cough Cough can make your throat feel tingly and make you sick. Try to stay healthy. So he's got a 0 energy power, so that means he can go literally on the third turn of the game and start doing some work. So that is really good. Because you can't attack anyone on the first turn. That's just one of the rules. When Jess and I were playing, I thought that you could attack on the first turn, but apparently you can't. And she just attacked me, and I didn't have any like defending yokai, so I'm like, well, what are you doing? Do I just lose a life card? But apparently that's not how you play. So anyway, we're continuing on. We've got none other than our good friend Babylon. Babylon, yay! Okay, we've seen him. So Babylon, don't agree to listen to Babylon, or else he'll talk. He's a terrible listener. All right, there's Babylon for you. Ernaconda, we've seen him before. Ernaconda. All right. So we've seen Ernaconda. That's no regular pond. There's a huge snake inside. Somebody say this inspired the creation of the Jack-in-the-Box. All right, this pack sounds like it's very familiar. Here is Not So Long, of course, afraid of flying because of his boogers, yeah. So he's a very good introductory yokai with 0 cost, as you guys can see right over there. A crane yokai with an insanely runny nose. Not So Long fears its runny nose will keep it from flying. Alright, so now we got Quit. He gives up on anything. He tries, and he's pretty good at doing things just once. That's pretty much what it says over there. Alright, wow, we got another Komasan. Alright, so Komasan's a very good card, because with Komasan, it only costs 1 energy to put him out onto the battlefield. So that is very good. So this is the base Komasan right over here. We can go through and stack up a couple Komasans and make him even more powerful. Komasan used to guard a shrine until he got bored. Now he's looking for a new one. Wah, wah. Alright, so this is a hollow Suspicione. As you guys can see right over here, the holographics. Holographic, yeah. A foil card, they call it. When Suspicione is put to sleep, wake up one of your yokai. Why would you want that? When he's put to sleep, wake up one of your yokai? I'm thinking, okay, so the only way that he can be put to sleep is if someone uses an action card or if he loses in battle. So whenever he loses, you're just going to wake up someone else? I don't know. That could work out. Wow, why would you want to put someone to sleep? Interesting. 99. I got to really think about that. Like, what's the point, all of you guys in the comment section that play this game competitively, what's the point of this card? Why would you want to put your own? Put any one of your yokai to sleep. If you put them to sleep, then you have to waste a turn to wake them up. So, what would be the point of doing that? Anyway, wakey wakey! Alright, wakey wakey, eggs and bakey. Right over here with Nate yelling at Jibanyan. This one's, you may wake up to 2 of your yokai. That's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. And of course, we get another Venoct card. This Venoct card is super cool. It's like for a collector's purpose, this card is very awesome. And he can come out... Yeah, he can be the 5th card to come out because his energy cost is 4. So, yeah, he's kind of like a late game yokai to come in a little bit late to the party. Alright, so our next Yo-Kai Watch trading card booster pack. The honorable mentions out of this, I don't know, getting the Wakey Wakey card seems pretty cool. Suspicione, I'm really not sold on. And I guess having an extra Komasan in the deck won't hurt. Alright. Moving on to another unboxing of one of our booster packs. Come on, dude. Alright, you know, we'll just go from this side. This side is always easier. For some reason, the bottom is always easier. So open it from the bottom, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Yo-Kai Watch, another 10 cards. Who will we get? None other than Happy Air, as you guys can see from him and his air. Happy Air. This yokai removes tension from the air. He can cheer up even the angriest of people. Alright, we've seen him. Rhinogan, another base form of him. We've seen him a couple times. Doesn't hurt to have an extra one. The hyper-aggressive Rhinogan is always battling Beetler for the title of Bug Yokai King. Having another Blazion would not hurt. And he's very good because he comes out, he can be the 3rd yokai on the battlefield since he's got the 2 energy cost. The King of the Beasts with a mane of fire, this hot-blooded yokai fills people's hearts with flame. Alright, Heal. Another one very similar to the Blazion that we just pulled out. Heal with the 2 energy cost. This eel just can't stop laughing and nobody knows why. Maybe its sense of humor is broken. Alright, so here we go. We got another one of those Robanyan. This is going to be a late game yokai, hence the 4 energy cost. Before you can even bring him out, there has to be 4 yokai on the field. So there's Robanyan, a robot that thinks he's actually Jibanyan. Stiff movement aside, the resemblance is uncatty. Meow meow. Here is a Bruff, said to have taken down an entire gang by himself. Many rebel yokai revere him as a big brother. So look at this guy, Bruff with his brutal butt bat. Funny, huh? Alright, so now we have a shiny version of B3-NK1. We've seen B3-NK1 before, but now this is the holo, or the foil card with B3-NK1, as you guys can see with the lighting effects. That looks pretty good, by the way. Alright, so B3-NK1, when he attacks, your opponent must choose and discard a power-up card. Okay, not bad. Choose and discard a power-up card. Interesting. And of course, we get the Stronger Bruff. The Stronger Bruff is the uncommon one, as you guys can see. And of course, he has an ability right over here. So this one is, he gains 100 power for each awake yokai your opponent has in play. So this is good. This Bruff is, that's a very competitive card. And right over here, this card is actually Samurai Don't Sleep. We've seen this one before with the action in Shogunyan. Not the Shogunyan card I've been wanting, but still cool. Wake up one of your yokai, and that yokai cannot be put to sleep in the next battle this turn. So that's pretty good. And of course, we got Katie's Charm. We've seen Katie's Charm before as well. So Katie's Charm right over here. Your attacking yokai immediately wake up the first time they are put to sleep this turn. So kind of along the same thing of Samurai Don't Sleep and Katie's Charm. They seem to be the same card. Wake up one of your yokai, and that yokai can't be put to sleep. And this one says the yokai can't be put to sleep. Alright, so looking good. Bruff, I'm telling you, Bruff is a very, very strong yokai end game. Because once he comes out on the battlefield, he can easily gain 100 power for each yokai that your opponent has in play. And since he's going to come out at the end of the game, most likely you're going to have at least 6 yokai in play. So if that person has 6 yokai in play and you bring him out, he's automatically doing 1200 damage. That's insane. Just like hypothesizing that. 600 plus the 100, plus if you also put Bruff underneath him, you're going to get a 100 power bonus. Man, Bruff is good. Wow, wow. Man, I just want to play this game. I want to play a card game. Who's going to come over? Which one of you guys is going to come over and so we can play Yo-Kai Watch trading card game? All right, some of you guys. Come on, let's do it. let's do a meetup. Let's house a meetup. We're all going to go through, and we're going to play Yo-Kai Watch TCG. That's just what's going to happen. All right. So here we go. Tattletale starting off very strong right over here. Right out the gates. Tattletale looking good. So our Tattletale Yokai, whenever Tattletale inspirits you, you'll tell everyone all of your secrets, even if you don't want to. Wah, wah. Yes! No! This is not a strong Signibble. This is the base version of Signibble. Oh man, I was getting my hopes up. Well, base version Signibble is pretty good. I would say so. He comes out a little bit earlier. He can be the third Yokai out on the battlefield. So, base version Signibble, a mysterious yokai that snacks on radio waves in the air. You'll lose a few bars of your phone when he's around. Okay, so now we have Peckpocket. Peckpocket's on board. He comes out right off the gate because he can be one of the first yokai that you can put out into play. So, very useful yokai. Very useful. When Peckpocket has his eye on you, you'll start wanting other people's stuff. I'll take that. And here we go, base version of Kapunki. Base version Kapunki's very good with that little derpy face and his eyeballs. That's so hilarious. But the shiny Kapunki is very good to put on top of him. So Kapunki dreams of being a rock star. Dun dun dun. And of course we have none other than Heal. Alright. Decent. He could be a third yokai out there with the 2 energy power. This eel just can't stop laughing and nobody knows why. Maybe it's his broken sense of humor. Haha, we got the exact same one. Alright, not bad. And we've got Droplet. He's another right out of the gate yokai with the 0 energy cost. So you can put him literally on the first turn and have him start defending for you. And of course we get another shiny Wazat. Shiny Wazat's decent. I mean, he doesn't really do much damage, but his ability is very good. Shiny Wazat, when you place Wazat, discard 2 cards from your hand and draw 2 cards. So you can go through and discard stuff. That is a powerful card. I would say so. Alright, so Doochu, man. We were talking about Doochu earlier. Doochu's a very, very good card. Oh my goodness. And he comes out really early. And with him, when you battle, neither player may flip any yokai medals. So that's good. You can guarantee that you can win with him. Alright, right over here, Cheek Squeak. Ha ha, Cheek Squeak in his popo. Look at that big popo. That's hilarious. Alright, Cheek Squeak right over here with the 300 power, 2 energy, a yokai that can't stop farting. There's a rumor that he just has really bad breath, but I'm not going to clear the air here. Yuck, really bad breath? I can't imagine. Alright, and we got the base form of Awe Evil, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so very good. Awe Evil. An aristocrat of evil, pure depravity. A yokai that will do anything just because it's bad. He's earned his name. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for all of our Yo-Kai Watch cards on this episode. Let me know your favorites. Some honorable mentions. I would say some really good ones. Bruff, man. Even more so than B3-NK1. I mean, the B3-NK1's pretty good. You discard a power-up card. So, that's good. What else do we have that's decent? I like the fact that we got another Komasan. I always like the fact that we got another Venoct. Doochu is good for, like, really early game. And I think Wazat's pretty good. Yeah, Wazat's really good. So we can put 2 Wazats in your hand, and he can come out very early game. You guys can see that. So you can discard 2 cards from your hand whenever you want to do that. Wow. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Thanks so much for watching. Of course, there's going to be some annotations on screen right now. You guys can watch them. And click on the playlist, take a look at some newest videos on my channel, and of course, subscribe for even more Yo-Kai Watch TCG trading card game. And we'll go from there. So thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you later. Bye.